Woomera. In the 1950s and 60s, the birthplace of Western Europe's space industry. A modern Western-style township in the far north of South Australia, in Australia's sparsely populated desert centre. A township 50 years on, still a vital part of Australia's defence interests. A township under the control of the Australian government, and now a township being promoted by the South Australian government as a centre for fighter training and weapons system testing activities. Importantly, a township on the edge of an area to which public access is prohibited. An area of some 127,000 square kilometres, with equivalent-sized areas of uncontrolled airspace immediately adjacent, also available for training. An area ideally suited as a base for the Republic of Singapore Air Force. A4S Skyhawk Advanced Jet Training. Woomera is located about 500 kilometres north of Adelaide, the capital of South Australia, Australia's third largest state, and just 7 hours by commercial aircraft from Singapore. The township is located at the southern end of the Woomera prohibited area, which is more than 200 times the size of the Republic of Singapore.
Woomera is the home of range staff. Population is around 5,000.
For 50 years, Woomera has been an integral part of Australia's defence research capability. Woomera was designed as a centre for the construction and testing of rockets.
The countdown continues throughout the night preceding a launch.
In the early 1960s, it saw the launch of major three-stage rockets for the European Launcher Development Organisation, ELDO.
This is the kind of work in which the establishment excels.
At the town's peak, some 7,000 people lived in Woomera, resulting in the construction of extensive town and community facilities built by the Australian government.
Through these stores, residents can also order from the large departmental stores in Adelaide.
Today, Woomera remains under Australian government administration and serves as the support town for the joint United States-Australian satellite communications station at nearby Narrunga, and as a weapons system test range. But to capitalise further on Woomera's facilities, the South Australian government is eager to attract new industries to the town. Woomera's defence support infrastructure is substantial. On the town's boundary is the Woomera airfield, capable of accommodating aircraft such as the US Air Force's C-141 Starlifter and C-5 Galaxy, and commercial aircraft of the size of the standard Boeing 747. Central to the field is a fully sealed runway 2,440 metres long. There's also an additional gravel runway, nominally 1,600 metres long, capable of being upgraded to accommodate other traffic. Several large hangars, capable of housing an entire fleet of fighter aircraft, border extensive hard stand areas. Woomera's climate, with virtually zero humidity, is ideally suited to modern aircraft, and was used to store mothballed RAAF Mirage aircraft prior to their disposal. The airfield is regularly used by US Air Force cargo planes servicing Narrunga and the RAAF's Research and Development Unit ARDU. Apart from that, this excellent facility today is virtually unused. The topography in the prohibited zone is relatively flat and free of any significant ground obstructions. Importantly, the prohibited area includes an instrumented range of about 2,000 square kilometres. And about 50 kilometres west of Woomera, a salt pan of some 150 square kilometres is designated as a permissible weapon impact area, permitting live weapons firing and stores drops. This abundance of space under Australian government control offers potential, with Australian government approval, for the construction of additional runways and other infrastructure to suit specific needs. This, coupled with weather, which permits year-round operational availability, large air combat manoeuvre airspace, and environmental issues such as noise readily addressed, means Woomera meets or exceeds the Republic of Singapore Air Force training requirements, offering many geographical similarities with major American test and training ranges. Since its inception, Woomera's facilities have been maintained in first-class condition. And while it's relatively remote from Australia's major population centres, the township lacks nothing. Housing styles are diverse and have been upgraded as the needs of personnel have grown. Accommodation includes 1 to 3 bedroomed apartments in well-maintained and landscaped grounds, ideal for single people or married couples. For other personnel, including those with children, Woomera offers a diverse range of freestanding homes, again all well-maintained with front and rear gardens. Many of the houses are of brick construction and offer Western-style living of the type and calibre normally only found in Australian capital cities. All accommodation is owned by the Australian government, which makes it available to approved organisations and their personnel at modest cost. With accommodation controlled in this manner, only those with a need to work in Woomera can live there, a bonus for security and family safety. Beyond excellent housing, Woomera's general facilities are first-rate. Because of its defence support orientation, the town's medical service infrastructure is world standard. Modern and well-equipped rescue, fire and ambulance services not only meet town needs, but are of sufficient standard to deal with airfield emergencies as well. Backing them up is a modern 20-bed hospital, equally able to deal with all manner of medical emergencies. A large shopping and commercial precinct offers Australian suburban-style amenities including well-stocked shops, a well-maintained library, and a gymnasium equipped to the highest standards. Extensive recreational facilities include a 6-lane bowling alley in a recently built recreational centre constructed to suit the requirements of United States Defence Force families. Families and young children form a large part of Woomera's population. To support them, the Woomera Area School and Technical College offers high-standard education in all class grades. From junior school with small class sizes in creative environments to support in high technology areas for students in senior school classes. With US personnel in Woomera since the 1970s, the town has a large American population, which is reflected in local celebrations and formal entertainment.
Well, these are rare and these are raw. Help yourself.
Coupled with these new traditions, renowned Aussie friendliness in what historically has been one of the country's most multicultural locations combines to ensure Woomera residents, whether temporary or long-term, feel immediately at home. For defence-related industries or organisations looking to use Woomera as a base, the South Australian Government is ready to assist. While details are still to be negotiated with the Commonwealth, the South Australian Government is prepared to consider major infrastructure development assistance at Woomera, the establishment of a funded family liaison officer, funding assistance with housing purchases in the Adelaide area should it be required, subsidising the costs of commuting air travel between Woomera and Adelaide, and, where appropriate, liaison with other government agencies to ensure the smooth establishment and operation of the training facility. Importantly, this offer also has the full support of one of Australia's largest defence companies, British Aerospace Australia and of one of Australia's most significant property development groups, Delphin Realty. With its Australian headquarters in Adelaide, British Aerospace Australia is ideally suited to provide support. For personnel wishing to establish homes off-base in a more sophisticated urban setting, Adelaide is just 1 hour from Woomera by air. For these personnel, Delphin Realty will offer assistance to those seeking to rent or purchase homes in the Adelaide metropolitan area. Adelaide is Australia's most culturally sophisticated capital city. Sharing Southeast Asian time zones, Adelaide is a cosmopolitan region boasting both European and Asian heritage. Home to just over 1 million people, of whom 1 in 5 were born overseas, South Australians welcome newcomers. Here there's a genuine friendliness found in few other parts of the world. Details of this offer are outlined in the accompanying documentation. We invite you to examine the offer in detail and learn why Woomera and Adelaide offers the ideal combination for the Republic of Singapore Air Force's A4S Skyhawk Advanced Jet Training Facility.